Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces 222. It is Monday, February 3rd, 2020. Do an energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. Thought it was, I got a comment on my videos from somebody saying, apparently I have too much cleavage to be taken seriously. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. I know some people were like, coming to my defense, which I appreciate. But I was just like, trust me, I have dealt with that stigma most of my life. Clear. Most people don't take you seriously when you have big boobs, man. I can't help it. I've had people say, hey, put those away. I'm like, where you want me to put them? I can't. I mean, it is what it is. So whoever you were, thank you for... So thank you for pointing out an insecurity I used to have, because that actually didn't trigger me at all. It made me laugh. So, yeah. Thank you. Clear. Oh... Anyways, so let's get this started here. Alright. Oh my, okay. Is that it? No. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, definitely feel the ending. I mean, we've been feeling the ending of karmic cycles, but I feel like a lot of karmic cycles are really coming to a head here. This a lot of times to me represents divorce, so there may be some of you in the collective who are in divorce proceedings, or you're thinking about divorce proceedings, or trying to separate yourself from a situation. Maybe you're not married, you're trying to actually leave a situation, and there may actually be some legal ramifications for that. I also get this card to me also, like I said, ending of cycles, like judgment, so I am getting some people are definitely facing their karma right now, which may also include, divorce and that sort of thing. So this is coming in very, very strongly today, and actually, I find this interesting because it's followed up by the despair card, which we had yesterday as well. Distant horizons and house. So it's all tied together, guys. It's all tied together. So I definitely feel there is some despair coming in with that. I feel a lot of guilt coming in. A lot of regret and that sort of thing. Like, really, really, somebody's really beating themselves up here about this situation instead of just releasing it, right? And which is understandable, especially if it has to do with family. There could be a family situation here. There could be children involved. That makes things very, very complicated. So I feel like this energy here is directly related to what's going on here, okay? And I'm getting this, honestly, from both sides. I'm getting this from both sides right now, feminine and masculine, okay? So I feel like there's some guilt coming in here, okay? But there's also some realization that this situation, whatever this is, whatever home situation this is, again, we keep getting this card, Distant Horizons, right? And with the anchor right here in the front, so the anchor is missing here. There is no anchor. It's just floating away, right? So it's almost like the realization that, yeah, the situation has no anchor. The situation is toxic and it does need to end, but there's still some guilt coming in here. There's still some regret coming in here, okay? I'm also getting movement as well, okay? We've got the Journey card here, and I know I've said this for a while. Some of you are moving, physically moving. Some of you are leaving a home situation. Okay, some of you are buying a new home, what have you. There's just change in the air happening. There's just change happening, right? And yes, this can represent movement, but also I feel like some of you are really embracing your journey right now. You're really looking forward to the new opportunities that are coming your way, really embracing the changes that are happening as well. Even though there is some regret, there is some despair, it's like there's a silver lining, right? The silver lining is it's a brand new adventure. You can't, you know, when one door closes, another one opens, that sort of thing, right? You can't have a new beginning until you have an ending, that sort of thing. So it's almost like there's an ending coming, yes, and there is some despair, there is some regret with that, but there's also hope. There's like a hope coming in saying, okay, well, this situation sucks. Like, I hate this situation and it's ending and it's going to hurt, but you know what? I got a brand new beginning coming for myself. I've got a brand new beginning once this ends. Okay? So whatever situation this is that's ending, it's going to end in order to bring a brand new beginning, okay? And that could be with yourself, it could be with a new job, it could be, new love coming in, or even with your connection, okay? So try not to hold on to the despair, all right? Things happen the way that they should, they happen for a reason. And we all know that. But sometimes we need reminders, right? All right, so let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Yeah, okay. So I feel like this is directly related. I'm going to pull these cards back out here because I'm going to reference back. This is definitely related here. Okay, so Sun, upside down, despair. All right. Divine Masculine realizing, yes, again, still he knows he's not happy. He's been ruminating on this for a while. Knows he's not happy, knows there's a change that needs to be made. He doesn't feel fulfilled. He feels like he can't be fulfilled in this situation. There's too much toxicity around him in order to move forward with any endeavors. This is definitely ringing true, just in general for, at least my situation that I can at least share, like when I was in my situation, my karmic situation, there was just so much toxicity around me all the time that I honestly felt like I couldn't fulfill even my purpose. Like it was affecting my readings, it was affecting my work, and I have noticed, I don't know if you guys have, but since I've moved in, to my own place and my own space, right, my energy is completely shifted. Okay, I feel like my readings are more in depth, they're changing, they're like evolving, that sort of thing. So Divine Masculine recognizing the situation that they're in right now is causing so much strife, so much toxicity, so much despair, that they can't even enjoy the things that they normally would enjoy. Does that make sense? It's like bleeding over into the things that they normally would enjoy. It's affecting their health. It's affecting, maybe it's affecting their job, or if it is a job, it's affecting maybe the things that they enjoy doing after that job, like if they have, extracurricular activities or whatever that they do outside of work, they're realizing it used to bring them joy, but it's not bringing them joy anymore. And that's because of the situation they're in. The situation that they're in is completely upside down. The foundation is not sound. There is no happiness here, right? There's just codependency. There's conflict. There's, negativity. There's strife. It's like Divine Masculine feels like he just can't move out of that space, right? And so, yeah, look. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's like Divine Masculine knows that the situation is not good and wants to move away from it. But right now it's just like he feels like there's no good way to do it. There's no safe way to do it. There's no way out. So there's just a lot of guilt coming in with that and with the ending of these cycles that are coming, okay? So karmic cycles coming. And this card, this particular Wheel of Fortune card, usually represents to me high-level commitment of some kind. So it could be a marriage, it could be a partnership, but it also could be, really anything else that is a karmic cycle, okay? So take that as it resonates. But it's like Divine Masculine just feels like he can't move on from this, even though he knows, not happy. The foundation is upside down. It's not going to stand. He still feels stuck. He just feels stuck, right? Feels like this is never going to end. Like what is happening is never going to end. It's like he wants it to happen. And again, I think I've said this before, where Divine Masculine is manifesting the ending of cycles. And then when they start ending, when they actually end, there's guilt coming in for wanting the ending of the cycle. So it's like a double-edged sword, right? So I am getting a lot of Divine Masculines are in their feminine energy right now. They are, okay? But this is also representing to me, like a lot of Divine Masculines are, they're watching. Does that make sense? They're watching. Okay, Divine Feminine is doing her thing. Maybe Divine Feminine put up some boundaries, but Divine Feminine is doing her thing. She's standing in her power. She or at least, trying to do that and moving forward with her endeavors and moving forward with her purpose. And what this is doing is it's triggering this desire in Divine Masculine to also find his own happiness. Okay, regardless of what anybody else thinks, regardless of the connection, he just wants to be happy. And he's realizing he hasn't been happy in a long time. And Divine Feminine, you doing your thing, okay, and energetically and spiritually ascending and doing your thing, it's triggering Divine Masculine to try to move forward and release the ending of these cycles, okay? And I mean, Divine Masculine just feels incredibly burdened right now. There's a lot of triggers coming in for Divine Masculine. It feels really, really overwhelmed by them. Okay, it's just like he's just not sure what to do. It's like, again, seeing the ending here, but not sure, or feeling like it's never going to end, or at least the guilt's never going to end, the sadness is never going to end, and he's never going to get out of the situation, right? It just is going nowhere, right? And he just feels unhappy. So, I mean, that's, honestly, I feel like not much has really changed except for the fact that, I mean, Divine Masculine knows that he's not in a good place. He knows he's not in a good place. Okay? It's just basically finding the strength to overcome it, finding the strength to cast off the burdens and to move forward for his own good. And a lot of them just don't think that they're strong enough. They've got so much riding on some of these situations, they're just absolutely terrified to release it, right? And Divine Feminine, well, where's Divine Feminine stalled at? Okay, Divine Feminine stalled somewhere. Divine Feminine is stalling somewhere here, okay? So energies again being mirrored. So Divine Feminine, where are you feeling stuck? Where are you feeling like you can't move forward? Where are you feeling like you can't release this, whatever this is? Whether that's, maybe you're in a situation that's financially codependent and you're having a hard time, breaking that cycle or walking away for fear that you're going to have nothing, that sort of thing, okay? So Divine Feminine in the same energy here. Divine Feminine wanting to take that leap, wanting to move forward, wanting to end these cycles, to have a new beginning for herself, but feeling like it's never going to end. Feeling like it's never going to end, right? We're stuck in this constant loop over and over and over again, wanting to release, wanting to let go, knowing that we should, knowing that she should let go, but she's just like, what's going to happen if I do? Door's going to close, Divine Feminine. A door's going to close so another one can open, right? So I almost feel like Divine Feminine, some Divine Feminines I feel are having trouble releasing these cycles, having trouble releasing whatever this is because of what Divine Masculine is doing. And I have mentioned this before, guys. No. You move forward regardless of what Divine Masculine is doing. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? Remember that you lead in the 5D. You lead spiritually. Okay? So if there's something that you're trying to end, if there's something that you should end and you're ready to take that leap, something is holding you back, ask yourself why. What insecurities are coming up right now? What insecurities are coming up right now that's preventing you from moving forward, right? And I feel like a lot of Divine Feminines have been in like this conflicted, inner conflict state, but there's been a lot of drama around Divine Feminine. Maybe there's drama in your situation, there's drama in your karmic situation or in your connection, okay? And you don't want to deal with it anymore. So it's like, that's interesting. So I feel like Divine Feminine is recognizing this as well, but it's just like, she's not really quite sure, again, what to do moving forward. So I feel some Divine Feminines are a little triggered right now. And it's kind of stalling it's stalling the progress, right? It's stalling your success. right? Because you're putting limitations on it. You're putting expectations on it. Something is pulling you back and you're not really quite sure what it is, right? So you need to really go within and figure out what it is, because I guarantee you it has something to do with some sort of codependency here. Okay, I'm also getting a third party. So again, there may be a third party situation that you're in that's codependent that you're having a hard time ending for some reason. Maybe you have not fully released that situation. You know, there's still a cord there. There's still a thread there. You're still putting energy into that situation, okay? And some of you, it's like you're in a third-party situation, your Divine Masculine's in a third-party situation, and you don't see any movement on that end, so you're not moving on your end either. It's kind of like you're waiting for Divine Masculine to move. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Waiting begets waiting, right? So when you are in a waiting energy, nothing's going to happen because you're not doing anything. Does that make sense? You're not going to be able to claim victory if you don't move. If you don't move, it's not going to happen, right? So Divine Feminine, whatever has triggered you to stop, whatever has triggered you into this waiting energy, maybe it was this message of concern that you received that we were talking about a couple of days ago. Maybe it's despair that's coming in. Maybe you're freaking out because, you know, maybe you're going through a divorce or something is ending for you and you're just kind of like, help. Right? So Divine Feminine, do some soul searching here, okay? Because there's something blocking you, and it needs to be worked out, okay? So let's look at connecting energies here. Yeah, okay. So both counterparts at this time, I do feel are embracing the ability that they can manifest, that they can co-create, okay? And a lot of you are actually co-creating and manifesting your connections. Like you're coming at it from two different directions and you're actually working in cooperation. Even though it doesn't seem that way, you're actually literally co-creating your own realities together. Does that make sense? Right? So Divine Feminine, remember that appearances are deceiving. So if you're seeing something that doesn't quite add up, release that. It's an illusion. Work on you. Focus on you. Okay, past life connections. I feel like a lot of you are getting past life downloads right now. There's also some past life karma that's coming in that may also be triggering you, making you feel stuck. I'm telling you, there's a lot of abandonment and rejection just in general in some of these connections. Okay, a lot of betrayal. You know, that seems to be repeating right now. That seems to be on the surface repeating, but in reality, it's like both counterparts are in this energy of, I don't want to repeat this cycle anymore. This needs to end. I don't want to come back and have to do this again, right? So it's like twins are being called to pull out their courage, to find their courage, to find their strength, which comes from within, to move forward. Okay? Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt hold you back. Don't let any of that hold you back, right? And this is interesting that this is coming up here. Okay? So some of you are dealing with this. Okay? Some of you, maybe you have a child with somebody outside of, I don't know, your marriage or your culture or something like that that's been hidden. Maybe your Divine Masculine has a secret child. But this could also be highlighting inner child wounds as well. Like some of you are still suppressing some inner child stuff that's trying to come up. And look, throat chakra, okay? So some of you just right now are having a really hard time speaking your truth just in general. Okay? And maybe it's about this. Maybe there's a secret that you need to tell. Okay? Maybe it's to your counterpart. Maybe it's to your karmic situation. Whatever. There's some truth that needs to be told here. And there's some truth that needs to be told between the counterparts as well. There's still a lot of secrets. A lot of deception between the counterparts. Although, you know, it's funny because in reality, I mean, it's like, you already know what's happening, you know, when you're connected like that, you already kind of know what's happening. It's just that it's not being said in the 3D, right? So yeah, creativity. So co-create and creativity. Okay, so it's like both counterparts are being pushed to create their new beginning. Does that make sense? So it's happening, you're coming at it from different directions. So you're creating together, you're co-creating, you're manifesting the connection, you're working together in order to do that. Okay, believe it or not, that's what's happening right now. Okay, let's get some messages. Okay. Yeah, sexual energy very, very strong right now, guys. Still. Yeah. Alright, let's get some messages and advice. Actually moved through this fairly fast today. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta take my daughter to a doctor's appointment. So that's good. This is coming in again, okay? Remember to be grateful, guys. Have gratitude. Be grateful for the journey. Be grateful for your twin. Be grateful for the things that are happening, even if it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, right? Because the more resistance you put out, the more resistance you're going to feel, right? So remember how the law of attraction works and how resistance works, okay? But yeah, both twins are, right now, both counterparts hungering for change still. Like wanting to release these situations, guys. Okay? And the next moon, I believe we're having a full moon in Leo. Okay? So, you know, which is ego. So I do feel a lot of, I feel like a lot is going to be highlighted with that as well. So just be prepared. Okay? But just, yeah, have appreciation for the journey itself. Have appreciation for you, right? I think we get so caught up in the things that are going wrong or the things that we don't have or whatever, we forget to appreciate the beauty that's around us, the beauty that's within us, the beauty of the journey itself, and the beauty of how we're growing and how we're expanding, you know, and everything that we're learning, right? And you are protected. Remember that. You're protected. You're being guided. You are being pushed to do something for your highest good. The universe is not going to do that unless it's going to be there to help you along, to protect you, to catch you. Okay, that's where the trust comes in. That's where faith comes in, right? Knowing that this is divinely guided and protected. Okay? All right, guys. I hope this helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.